The labeling rules for Dicamba in North Dakota seem to be reducing Dicamba drift damage. Last year there were 37 formal complaints. This year only 44, but with more farmers using the technology. Now North Dakota's Ag Commissioner says he wants to change the label and allow more flexibility for farmers in terms of the rate that they use. And he says if EPA doesn't make the change, he will do it on a state level. Mikkel Pates has more.
We haven't had problems with it moving off target.
North Dakota Ag Commissioner Doug Goring says there may be fewer problems with dicamba drift damage this year because of new label changes that went into place earlier this season and more rain. But Goring has asked the EPA to make some changes if it approves a new federal label.
I get the fact that EPA can't design a one-size-fits-all label for the United States. They're going to construct and put the framework together that's going to kind of cover probably the majority.
For example, the EPA calls for 1/2 pound per acre of dicamba, in part to head off herbicide resistance.
That's like killing a mosquito with a sledgehammer. We don't need that much, at least not in the northern plains. We need to offer flexibility. We need to allow choices to be made in the field according to the issues you have to deal with.
We're starting to see some Roundup resistance out here.
Jade Renshaw and her family are some of the few who grow soybeans in western North Dakota. Dicamba has not been commonly used in that part of the state, but she finds it a very useful tool.
The weeds are a never-ending problem out here, and anything that can give us another tool in our toolbox to help combat that problem looks good to us.
Renshaw and her brother Grant are preparing to take over the family farm, so they hope everyone follows the rules so they can continue to use and sell this technology.
I think a lot of with the new restrictions and new guidelines that are in place, and we learned a few things. I think we did a lot better job overall as a farming community.
We want to make sure that what we're doing isn't going to affect our neighbors and hope for the best for everybody.
Near Belfield, North Dakota, this is Mikkel Pates for AgWeek.